our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for self-defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig?
See, I already have a problem with that. How can you say y'all more aggressive than the Black Panther Party from back in the day?
You know what I'm saying? They grab a gun and they go out and they march in formation, but they've never actually completed a task for us that we've needed them to complete. I'm not talking about all these.
Yo, y'all already know the vibes. This is Frederick the Mayor. I come with different layers and I never forget to say my prayers, and I hope you don't either. Today we're going to talk about something that's real relevant to the community, because they talking about the Black Panthers just came back. What I don't understand is, when did this formulate? How did this come about? But like I said, I'm not gonna make too many assumptions on it. I just ran across a video by Introvert Rockstar. Go check his platform out. He got a lot of good stuff on his platform, and he do give you a different perspective and a different way to think. Now, with this new Black Panther Party, supposedly it's grouped up with like other Spanish people that's joining the Black Panther Party. And I believe Introvert Rockstar problem with this whole thing is, why was y'all not part of the original Panther Party? And why not, when we go through struggles and go through ridicule, y'all on our side? So these are the type of questions that come up. I do have Spanish people in my family. I do understand helping the Spanish community, but this is definitely a different perspective on how to look at it, coming from the Black community.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
None of y'all even went to jail yet. None of y'all had no shootouts with the cops. I'm not promoting any violence.
We don't do that here.
I'm not promoting any of that. You know what I'm saying? And I actually promote Black and Spanish unity. So I'm going to get that out the way.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
But when you just start saying things and you not really giving it much thought, the people will be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? So he just kind of rambled right here. And I don't know what his intentions are, but let's keep it real. The Black Panthers been infiltrated a long time ago by the government. Is this something we could trust as a people of today? I don't know. Honestly, the way things are going, we need something at the end of the day. I feel like Black and brown people do need something. Only problem I do have, that I ain't gonna say I have, but I do notice, just being Black, but I'm a mutt. You see, I'm light skinned. I got all type of spirits in me. So I'm not gonna ever, disrespect. Spanish man changed my life, man. Julio Medina, Puerto Rican man, changed my life. So I'm never gonna speak bad on the Black community, but that's not the point here. The point is, we gotta say the truth is, and the truth is, let's be honest, a lot of times when Black people got they struggle, we don't be having the backup that we always given.
That's typically how the bullshit goes, you feel me?
Black people will jump out the window for somebody else, but ain't too many coaches jumping out the window for us, and that's just a fact. And for him to say that they're more aggressive than the Black Panthers of the past, that's highly disrespectful.
Come on now, dog.
Stop it. Get some help.
And that also shows a little bit in how you feel and how you respect the culture and the lineage. I believe that in a lot of ways, this man shouldn't have been the spokesman or the representative, because he just basically gave it away. He basically gave their agenda away. He's already trying to say that they're in any way better than the original Black Panther, when this shouldn't even be a competition if we really thinking about resistance as a people, right? So, like I said, I'll be inviting my audience to think critically and to really dive into some of these subjects and really break down some of the stuff that's being said. I'm gonna let Introvert Rockstar continue.
Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them, and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct.
This, I don't know. It seems out of nowhere, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Does this Black Panther Party seem out of nowhere?
Perfect.
Again, right now I'm gonna play even. I got to. You gotta play like I don't want to be biased in any way. You know what I'm saying? Because in a lot of ways, from what I'm seeing, it seems that they just came out of nowhere. Like it wasn't no development. Where was all the rallies like to build like I don't know. Where was it? You know, what was the meetings taking place at? If you want to joins, like what's going on? Like how did they pull us off and pull us together?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
It makes you wonder. That's all I'm gonna say. It makes you wonder, right?
The ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher, you meet them with equal force. All power to the motherfucking people.
And you already know what I say, make that make sense. And look, at first, I wasn't going to speak on this. But like your boy said on Django, I couldn't resist. But before I spaz out in this video, check this out. Robert Ward, the chairman of Black Panther Party, said the San Diego Panther Party does not endorse, support, or agree with the foolish rhetoric or threats made by the person known as Paul Birdsong in Philadelphia. We call empty emotional threats of armed force attacks wolf tickets. In no way does promoting armed violence and open-ended threats serve to bring the correct posture of a panther. Make that make sense. And y'all can read the rest if you want. But that's
Yeah. But see, we also gotta cite our sources, right? So he's getting his information from the San Diego chapter of the Black Panthers, right? So if that's the source, I don't know. Wouldn't one of the chapters in Philadelphia address the Black Panthers in Philadelphia, where, if I'm not mistaken, the Black Panther Party started at? Can y'all help me make this make sense? So this is why we gotta think critically. We don't have the answers yet. We searching. We're gonna continue the video because we still looking. We looking for the answers.
facts, man. And in 2026, Black Americans, we're not falling for that CIA operation. We're not falling for these government projects anymore, bro. We're not doing it. These people voted for Trump. That's what they wanted. Why would we go out in the streets and risk our life when they voted for this? But we'll talk about that later on. And you gotta think about something. The original Black Panthers, they started this in their early 20s. They was young. They was kids when they started this. They didn't wait till they late 30s, mid 30s, early 40s. That tells me you all about money. But we'll talk about that later on too. But at first,
Is this a money grab? Is this a money grab? You know how it go. You get an organization, you get supporters of the organization, and then you start asking for donations. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's usually how it go. I'm just keeping real, man. That's usually how it go. And a lot of times we got to be careful as black people and brown people, because guess who's going to pay the piper for this? If they rally up black and brown people to indulge in this, right? If they can convince black and brown people that this is the way to go and that we should indulge in this, you know how many black and brown lives could be lost? You know, going up against ICE agents and other military forces that Donald Trump is definitely willing to
Bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
allow them to do their thing and have free reign. So I believe right now, as a group of people, the first thing we have to do is think, right? And we have to get some type of collective knowing on this is what's going on, because other than that, everything is just another way to divide and conquer, in my personal opinion. Because if you make the Black Panther Party, right, and this faction or joins the Black Panther Party, history repeats itself. A lot of people are going to be afraid just because of the history that the Black Panther Party name is attached to. A lot of people are going to want to join because a lot of people are going to be radicals as well, and they're going to want to carry out some of those missions. But I don't see those spokesmen going out there to really do that. And I don't see Trump allowing that to just happen if it's not something that is a play. That's just my personal opinion. I'm going to go back into this.
I swear, I thought it was just me. I thought I was tripping. I'm like, damn, am I tripping? Should I even talk about this? Like, am I tripping? But I went on TikTok and I saw I wasn't the only one. Run the tape.
The Black Panthers are a cosplay organization. They get their vest on, you know what I'm saying? They grab a gun and they go out and they march in formation, but they've never actually completed a task for us that we've needed them to complete. I'm not talking about all these
Is that true? Did the Black Panther Party not complete any tasks? I don't know. Like when I think about it and I look at it in history, I think they did I wouldn't say complete a task, but maybe they wasn't the group to complete it. But what they definitely did was let it be known that, you know, if pushed hard enough, we will retaliate, will show force. So if the Black Panthers don't get nothing else, they show that they was a party that could pull off some real damage. You know what I mean? And if you hurt ours, we gonna hurt yours. That the Black Panther Party just didn't have the weapons. They didn't have the technology. They didn't have the understanding, the know-how. They didn't have the books. So I would hate to just denounce them to say they didn't complete any mission. That's not a fact. They got people out of jail. They protected people. Like Asada Shakur lived her life and passed away. Like the Black Panthers did a lot. So I don't agree with that statement particularly.
these little liberal tasks that they be doing, tasks that help everybody. I'm talking about getting things done for us. Khalid Muhammad went out and physically fought the KKK in the streets. The Black Panthers weren't there, and they ain't been there. Don't come to me with this Fred Hampton nonsense. He's also not here. So in between the time that he's been gone and now, what have they been doing? Nothing but cosplaying. The Rainbow Coalition. Let me tell you something about a Rainbow Coalition. Every time black people coalesce to get something done, every time we come together and we're like, yeah, man, put our heads together, we ready to crack, we got to include somebody. And what happens besides us getting watered down? What happens? The movement gets destroyed, infiltrated by feds.
Listen, what happens when the movement starts getting watered down? You know what I'm saying? It's like black people just seems to always want and need to be accepted. I think that's just something psychological that has come from us just going through some of the stuff we went through. I think people don't understand how deep generational psychology goes. Like you could be, you could be depressed from something your grandfather did. You know, you could be embarrassed about some, like it'd be so many generational curses. It's like it's like my grandfather went to jail for like 30 years. That affected my life. That affected the balance of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it was things that I would have had or I would have been deprived of that I didn't have because I didn't have extra like a grandfather. Because I think grandmothers and grandfathers, mothers and fathers, that whole family dynamic, it helps raise a child. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a child. And that's what it means. You need a couple generations to give that child perspective and something to see what it looks like to grow older and be older and what that looks like. I think I veered off just a little bit, but let's get back to it.
And they always come through that pipeline, through the coalition pipeline. And you know who's responsible for that? The Black Panthers. I don't care who don't like what I'm saying, because you ain't also busting no grapes, so shut up. I'm sick of cosplayers coming out here and acting like they finna do something.
Stop it. Get some help.
Ain't none of y'all been on real shit since never.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Y'all saw people get beat up on Edmund whatever bridge, and ever since then, you just been getting the backs kicked in, and ain't not one of y'all, and the ones who do end up getting locked up. We go to prison. That's where we go, to prison. We get locked up.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
See this frustration, man. It's like, I came out of the gate screaming, ready to move, only to have to fight off hordes of non-brothers and sisters, people who wasn't even connected to the black struggle, who wasn't even connected to black anything. I had to beat all them off with a stick just to have a conversation.
Y'all let me know in the comments. The brother going off, he seemed like he's talking from the inside out. Am I not mistaken? Like, pause. But he said like us. Let me play that back for y'all.
See this frustration, man. It's like I came out of the gate screaming, ready to move, only to have to fight off hordes of non-brothers and sisters, people who wasn't even connected to the black struggle, who wasn't even connected to black anything. I had to beat all them off with a stick just to have a conversation. Just to have a solo conversation with another black person.
And y'all already know what I say. Make that make sense. Like I said earlier, these people voted for Trump, bro. They wanted this. I don't want nobody to die and stuff like that. I don't wish harm on anyone. But these people voted for Trump. They wanted this. So why would we go out and help them fight? Think about that.
I'm gonna keep it real. I know why black people will go and help them fight. And this may sound crazy, like I'm giving black people too much credit, but I'm not. Black people, if said, are the chosen people of the world, are the people of the Bible, are the ones that we know ourselves to be, the stories that they have as what it looks like to be the chosen people, right? The chosen people protect everyone.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
The chosen people fight for good, even when the good don't fight for them. And I just feel like black people are the only people great enough, loving enough, and have enough energy to go fight for causes that are not their own. And is it right? No, actually, it's a psychological default. It's actually a how would you call it? It's a mental disorder. To be honest with you, I think everybody in the military has to have some type of mental something to just go out and want to do that on a daily basis. I know if you know you got a fist fight somebody in an hour, a week, or 2 days, you know what you got to put your mind to just for a fist fight. So imagine if you know you got to go out there and risk your life every day. You got to really put your mind to it. If you feel like you can just go outside and fight people, it ain't nothing. And some people are naturals at everything, but preparation is key. Like especially if the greatest fighters prepare. Nigga Terrence Crawford. And even Shakur Stevenson, he was like, yo, man, the mindset you gotta have as a fighter is already unreal. It's like you gotta put yourself in a state where this person, like you ready to just destroy this person. So I say all this to say that to fight for other ethnic groups. And they don't know why, but I believe it's because that's part of the birthright of the chosen people. To fight for what's right, to fight for truth, to fight and to one day get vindicated for everything that happened. You know what I mean? That's just what I believe. But I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. How do y'all feel about this? Do y'all feel like Spanish America turned their backs on Black America and that Black America should not help them? Or do y'all feel like Black people gotta be the people who are the chosen people and help the Spanish people? And let's come together. And because in history, Black and brown people, historically, we made it work. Like people don't understand, like the American soil was the Indians was nothing but the Mexicans and Black people. That's all Indians is. Mexicans and blacks. That's it. So when you really, really break it down, it was times we got along, but through the propaganda and the things we see and the things we hear, we don't feel like that was always the case. We feel, and then they made it so that other ethnic groups of lighter skin could feel like they're better people and more accomplished people. And then they keep showing figures and figures of lesser and lesser Black people, more Black people getting embarrassed and treated this way and that way, just to just continuously disrespect us year after year. It also tells you who the star of the show is, right? Because if you ain't that, right, people ignore you. They ain't worried about you. Who you? But when you always got somebody pay attention to you, that means you special. So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Should Black people jump in and just Black and brown unity, or should Black people mind their business because no one tries to go out their way and stick up for Black people? Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm gonna let him cook a little bit more.
People don't like us. You telling me that now people acknowledge the Black Panther Party when all along we was telling them about the Black Panthers and they told us they had black fatigue? Think about this, bro. This is a CIA operation. And I'm going to say allegedly because you know how they...
That was a deep statement. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all think this is allegedly some type of CIA operation? Also, do y'all feel like this Black Panther Party has just come out of nowhere and now they have like this Spanish leader of the chapter? Where did he even come from? His name is, I'm gonna go back to it for 2 seconds. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna go to his name. I'll find it. All right, his name is right here. I'm gonna find it for you. His name is Paul Birdsong. How do y'all feel about Paul Birdsong, and you know how he's representing the Black Panthers, and is he some type of Spanish person that is taking over the Black Panther Party, and is he some type of cell or some type of government plant? Like, y'all let me know. Give me opinions on this guy, man, because it do seem out of nowhere. If I had any opinion on this whole matter, it's like, what? Where did this come from? I didn't even see no news leading up to this. Like, but y'all already know this is Frederick the Mayor. I come with different layers, and I never forget to say my prayers, and I hope you don't neither, man. And till next time, catch y'all boys and girls.